Hey everyone, it's Mary Beth from MBGrayDesigns. So today I have a tutorial for you on how to crochet these cute flower appliques. And I want to mention that this is not my design. I got it from, I think her name is Notikaland Crochet. I will link her channel below. And it's such a cute, flat flower applique. And that's why I wanted to do it. I did design one of my own last night, a smaller, different stitches, different version with 5 petals, and it turned out pretty cute too. But today we're going to do this one. I just absolutely love it, and I want to thank her for her channel because that's where I got this from. So I also wanted to show you, I haven't fully adhered this. I would probably pull the dimensional off, but you could, as long as you use low heat, hot glue, you could hot glue this on. You actually could thread this through and stitch a button on, but look how cute that is. And like on this one, same thing. It's just a sticky back. I would adhere it with some low heat hot glue, and I'd probably do a big one, but just to give you an idea, there's a gem. To give you some other ideas, little tassels like this, look how cute. You could certainly, instead of tying in the end, I'll show you at the end maybe, you could attach a cute little tassel. You could attach beads. You could just really use these in your paper crafting as well, not just, it doesn't have to be only crochet or only paper crafting. You can really fusion, that's the word I'm looking for, the two together. So I just wanted to share that with you. So, all right, isn't this adorable? So let's get started making this gorgeous cutesy pootsy little flower. All right, so today I'm using Caron Simply Soft in this beautiful color that is called soft green. So like a minty colored green. It is a 4 medium weight yarn. The suggested hook size is an H, which is 5 millimeter. I will be using a 5.5 and I today for this. I believe that this was done in an H, which is 5 millimeters, which is the suggested hook size. And this one was done in a 5.5, which is an I, the next size up. And so you can see the difference in size. I just thought, and I like them both. I actually probably like this one better. And to give you some ideas of the size, so the H hook, 5 millimeter, from this end of this petal to end of this petal is 3.5 inches. And then with the, the next size up, 5.5 millimeters, is almost 4 inches, about 4 inches. So it's about a 1/2 inch difference around. And it's just your preference. You could even use smaller. I mean, that's what's nice about this is depending on the hook size will give you a different size of what you're working on. So I am going to use I think it might be easier to see maybe the stitches in this tutorial since it's a little bit bigger. But like I said, I think I do like the H result the best. That's probably why it's suggested. Anywho, all right, so let's get moving along. I'll leave that there for reference. And then you will need, so that's my crochet hook. You'll just need a pair of scissors and then some type of needle to sew in your loose ends or tie in your ends, okay? That's at the very end. Both of those are at the very end. So you just need your yarn hook to get started. All right, so let's do this. So exciting. Also, for my paper crafters out there, I am working, what's going on here? Okay, there we go. I'm working on a new project with the Glam Meets Gal, so I'll be working on that today. It's going to be really cute, hopefully. I just started that last night. So yeah, I will try to get that project share up as soon as it's done. It'll probably be sometime this weekend, I'm guessing. So yeah, anyway, let's go. All right, yarn. So we want to start with a slip stitch. Oh, I also want to mention if you're brand new at crocheting, I would suggest practicing your stitching, just do some chaining, single crochets, maybe some double crochets, and just rows of it, relax, watch TV, whatever, and get comfortable with how to hold the hook, how to hold the yarn, that sort of thing, okay? Before going, not that this is hard, it's not, but I just don't want you to get frustrated right off the bat and give up on it. You know what I mean? So that would be my suggestion, and it won't take you long. to get comfortable where you can do fun little things like this. Also, the other thing I wanted to mention is I am also working on a really pretty shawl that only uses chain, single crochet, and double crochet. So that is a beginner friendly for sure. And I don't know. I'm going to try to get that tutorial up this weekend, but it just kind of depends. So as soon as I can. All right, here we go. We're going to start with a slip knot, okay? And don't cinch it up all the way. Leave just a little bit. We are going to crochet into that loop. I'm trying to get a little bit closer. I really want you guys to be able to see. There we go. So hopefully this is close enough. All right. So we're going to start with chaining 3. So go ahead and chain 3. Now hold this up here so you don't go all the way into, like, cinch it up. So there's 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then we're going to double crochet 11 times. So this chain 3 does count as a double crochet. So the total amount will be 12. So we're going to do 11 more to make 12. So if you want to count it as this is 2, that's probably the easiest, because the chain 3 was 1. This next double crochet is 2. We want a total of 12. So there's, oh gosh, Mary Beth, get with it. Sorry. That was 3. And just do it right into this circle. That's what we're doing. We'll cinch it up after this round. You'll see what I mean. There's 5. Not even in frame. I am getting used to filming crocheting. It's a lot different for me than filming tutorials on paper crafting and project shares like that. So please bear with me. It's a lot closer up, obviously, and it's just hard for me. I'm just getting used to where I need to be. It's also a little bit more challenging to sit at a desk, you know, like this and crochet. That's usually I sit on the couch and, like I said, watch TV or something. I better count because I'm not paying attention to my stitches, but this is good because then it'll teach you how to go back and count your stitches. So as you can see, I just pulled up what was on my hook, and these V's are your stitches, the double crochet, or you can count the post, whatever's easiest for you. So the V's, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and actually 9 because of the top of that chain 3. So I need to do 3 more to make 12. Okay, so I should have 12. You never count this that's on your hook ever. That's not a stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, perfect. All right, so the next step is I've got, this happens sometimes when you pull, you know, your yarn out from the center. Unfortunately, you do get a little bit, people call it yarn vomit, which I know is a gross word, but it's a little tangled up, and you just, you know, it can get frustrating a little bit. So you just have to work with that. I'll be right back. I'm going to make this smooth again, and I will be right back. Okay, that actually wasn't bad. It only took me a few seconds to get it undone. Anyway, all right, so we got our 12. God, let me scooch this up. I want to make sure I'm in frame. Okay, so we've got our 12 double crochets. At this point, you can take your tail and cinch up a little bit there. We'll cinch it more as we go. Now, what you want to do is slip stitch into the chain 3 of that first chain 3. If you have a hard time knowing where that is, again, just count backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is the top of my chain 3. It is important to get into the right stitch, and you just want to slip stitch. So you go into that stitch, yarn over, pull through, and then just pull through the loop on your hook, and that is a slip stitch. That is your first round. Lovely. Now you can pull this even tighter, and again, when we tie in the ends, we'll make sure that's closed shut. Okay. All right, moving on to round 2 is we're going to do, we're going to chain 1, and that does not count as a stitch. Like, it's not one of our stitches that we're going to count for the pattern. But what we are going to do is go right back into this first stitch, and we're going to single crochet twice. So to single crochet, you go into the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, and go through 2. This is called an increase. We're going to do 2 in every one of those 12 double crochet stitches. And so we will end up with 24 single crochets. This is called increasing, okay? So there's 1 single crochet in that first stitch. We're going to do another one. So go in, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through both. There's my first 2 single crochets in the first stitch. I'm going to move on to my second double crochet stitch and also do 2 single crochets in that same stitch. It's, again, this is called, and I'm going to do that all the way around. This is called increasing. And why we do that is we're obviously increasing the number of stitches. It's going to make it bigger, you know, around. And we need to do that. Now, if you didn't want to do that, you could just start making petals and it'd be much smaller. But see, if you look at this example right here, these were our double crochets, and then these right here are the 2, this little pretty row or round around it makes 2 single crochets in each one of these double crochets. It kind of gives it that ridge right there, so it's really pretty. So plus we need those stitches to make the petals. We need the 24 stitches. All right, so I'm going to keep moving on. I go to my next stitch and I'm going to do 2 single crochets. Make sure I did 2 in the last one. Yeah, I did. Okay. So I will talk to you a little bit while I go around because this won't take me too long. So I'm so excited that I've gotten a lot of comments from my sweet subscribers, my paper crafting buddies, that some of you have been crocheting for a very long time, or, you know, you put the hook down for a little bit and now you're picking it back up. And I'm so happy to hear that. It's just, to me, very relaxing. I know Christy from Anchor Life 5 mentioned she likes to crochet, you know, after a long day, and it's relaxing, and paper crafting is relaxing. It's definitely our place of happiness for sure. And oops, I kind of screwed that one up. Sorry, let me go back. Yeah, so it's fun. And I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm happy that a lot of my subscribers are really interested in learning more and going along the crochet journey with me. I've been crocheting. I guess I never really talked about that. I learned when I was a little girl from my mom, which is really sweet. But I didn't really catch on to it too much. You know, I mean, I learned how to chain. I really wasn't super interested in learning everything. Later in life, when I was 19, I was pregnant with my oldest, and my mother-in-law at the time crocheted a lot, and she taught me, and so that's when I really started learning and have been crocheting ever since. So I love it so much. All right, so we should have 24 stitches after this round, and what we're going to do is slip stitch into not that chain 1, but the very first single crochet that we did. So go into that stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the loop on your hook, and that is your slip stitch. And there is round 2. Moving on to round 3. What we want to do at this point is chain 3, which will count as a triple, I guess, maybe crochets. We just want that chain 3 there. That is from that first single crochet. We're going to do a triple crochet into the second single crochet. So yarn over twice, go to your second stitch, put your hook through, I'm trying to get a good, bear with me, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. You do that 3 times. That's why it's called a triple crochet. Let's see what happens here. All right, so we're going to do that again. We're going to do a triple crochet in the next single crochet. All right, yarn over, go into your stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 1 time, pull through 2 2 times, pull through 2 3 times, triple. 3 is triple. And then what we're going to do is actually going to do a triple crochet increase. So we're going to do another triple crochet in that same stitch. Okay, we're making our first petal is what we're doing. Oops. So make sure when you triple crochet that you yarn over twice before going into that stitch. Okay. Now we're going to triple crochet into the next single crochet, which is right here. Okay. Yarn over twice, go in, yarn over, pull up your loop. You should have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over. God, I'm trying to get in frame. Pull through the first 2. Yarn over, pull through the next 2. Yarn over, pull through the last 2. At this point, what we want to do is chain 3. So 1, 2, 3. And then what we're going to do is we're going to slip stitch into not the same stitch that we just did the triple crochet, but the next single crochet over, you want to slip stitch into that. Okay. Now that is your first petal. I think I might be just slightly too close. I'm going the wrong way here. That is your first petal. That's a little bit better. Okay, so let's do another petal. So we just slip stitched into that single crochet, right? So we're just going to go ahead right from there and chain 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to do a triple crochet into the next stitch. This is a repeat of what we just did. The petals are all made the same. And then we're going to triple crochet twice into the next stitch. That's our increase of the petal. So that was 1 time. Here is 2 times. And then we're going to triple crochet into this next single crochet. And from there, we're going to chain 3. 1, 2. Man, why am I having issues? Sorry. 2. We'll do the chain 3 again. My yarn got a little crazy on me. So it happens. 1, 2, 3. Slip stitch into not that same stitch, but the next full, single crochet stitch over. That is your second petal. This pattern will make 6 petals. If you wanted to only make 5, let me revert back and show you here. Remember how we started with 12 double crochets. The chain 3 was 1 and then 11 more. You would just start with 10, chain 3 and do 9 more, and then you would do 2 single crochets in each one of those to have 20 stitches versus 24. And you would do the same pattern, you'd have 5. So I haven't tried that yet, but I think I will. So you could do that if you'd rather have 5 petals versus 6. So let's do one more petal together. And then I'll come back and I'll show you how to tie in the ends because it is all the same at this point. So we just slip stitched into the next stitch. We're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to triple crochet in the next single crochet over. Then we're going to triple crochet 2 times in the next single crochet. That's an increase. I promise I will get better on this filming. Like I said, I'm so used to paper crafting filming. It's completely different, you guys. So please bear with me. I really hope I don't lose a bunch of subscribers. But if I do, whatever. I'm doing this for fun. I'm doing it because I love the people that do support me and hang out with me. I like to create. All right, now we're going to triple crochet in the next single crochet. Okay, and then we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Slip stitch in the next stitch. All right, there we go. Let me pull that up. So we've got half of our petals done. We've got 3 petals done. So we'll do another petal, and another petal. I'm going to come back for the last petal because I want to show you, you know, just to make sure you know just how to slip stitch and tie off right there, okay? So I will be right back. Okay, everyone, back. All right, so I've got 5 petals complete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 6th one's almost complete. All I have left to do is do that last, you know, chain 3. So 1, 2, 3. And what we want to do is you should have 1 stitch left. You go ahead and slip stitch, just like we've been doing with that chain 3. And you're done, so you do not chain 3 again. So at this point, you can take your scissors and cut. And then since you slip stitch, you can just pull up like that, tighten it up. Go ahead and cinch up, tighten the back. Don't rip your yarn, you know, just tighten it till it tightens all the way. Don't fully, you know, break it. And we will tie in the ends real quick here. I'm going to back out for that. So grab your yarn, or your needle. We're done with the yarn. Okay, so in the back, and I wanted to mention this because I don't think I was super clear on the heart video, the crochet heart that we did yesterday. So we're going to thread, you know, just like I did show you, just you want a big enough eye, get your yarn in there. When you go through your stitches, don't go through like all the way like that. You basically pull up some of the yarn, but as you can see, I'm not going through on the other side. It's just on this back side. Okay, I should have pointed that out. I don't want you sewing and going through. You know, we're just tying in these ends. We're basically hiding them, right? So that's how you do that. And usually 3 times is plenty. Once you do that, and like especially different directions, you are good. It will not come undone. The other tip I have for you is, so that was my 3rd one. So what I'm going to do before cutting off, which I'm allowed to cut off now because I tied in, you know, 3 times. In this case, I'll bend it over and I am going to pull kind of tight, and I'm going to cut very close right here. I'm going to cut the yarn off. Okay, because then when I pull it back out, that yarn just gets hidden in there and it's not going to come undone. Okay, so now we have 1 more, so we'll tie in this last one. It's nice we only have 2 to tie in. That's not a big deal. Plus it gives you practice doing it. Now this one's coming out of kind of the front side, right? I prefer not to tie in on the front of my work. I prefer to tie in on the back. So what I'll do is I'll do really close to where it is to bring it over to the back. And then I'll just go down like that. Remember, I'm not going all the way through to my front of my work. And once I'm down in this vicinity, you know, you can basically just go anywhere you would like. You just want to go a few times. Ooh. This needle's kind of big. Yeah, and that's it. So I'm going to go one more time back this way. All right, and then as I mentioned before, I will pull this tight. I will snip very close, but don't snip on your stitch, you know, and then kind of smooth it out like that. This is a flat project, so flatten it out. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. And like I said, I just think, you know, here's a little flower, which I haven't cut off of this thing. Let me do that real quick. You could, there's so much you could do. This would look adorable. You know, a little flower, like I said, a button. Where's my button one? You know, whatever, a little gem. So yeah, I mean, they're just too cute. Little tassels. I love them. They're adorable. You can use them for your paper crafting. You can use them, you know, even in a little bit of your home decor. You could make a banner to hang up on your wall and like your craft room. That would be cute. You could, if you use cotton yarn, you could use these as coasters. Wouldn't that be fun? So there's really, the possibilities are endless, and that's what I'm trying hard to stress that, because I want everybody to know MBGrayDesigns is a paper crafter and a crocheter, right? And so since my name is MBGrayDesigns, I want to bring to you all that I do, and I hope that that's what you guys would like to see. So with that being said, I think that's it for this video. I'm gonna work on my shawl. I'm also working on, like I said, my Gal Meets Glam project, which will be coming up. And I think that's it. And I hope everybody has a wonderful day. And we'll talk to you soon. Now, listen, don't forget, subscribe to MBGrayDesigns if you have not already. And please hit that like button. I would greatly appreciate it. Love all your comments. I try to answer everybody. So please leave me a comment. I absolutely love it. I love interacting with you guys. Obviously, I'm a social butterfly. So please leave me a comment, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and let me know if there's, you know, anything else you guys would like to see. And I look forward to talking to everybody soon. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.